the book value, then we have to bring down the book value to the net realizable value. So what we are going to do now is we can just accumulate the cost here, no problem. So 120 plus 100 incurred here. Okay, today we are going to do a complicated problem. Now, third year we cannot use the percentage of completion method because we might be having a loss-making contract. Here is the scenario. Okay, so here the Baraka is Islamic bank, and it's giving a mudharba financing here to Jeddah Constructions, which construct malls. Baraka provides capital of 200 million, right, Saudi Riyal, and the profit sharing ratio. Okay. Is 60%. So in this situation, our contract price is now 300 million. Still same. Jeddah Constructions and we have the initial contract cost. Now we don't have initial contract cost. We have the increased contract cost. So the project of the up to completion will be 250. Now we can only get a profit of 50 so the profit from the million riyals. Unfortunately, we have already accrued so much profit. So we'll have to adjust our profit. And we adjust the profit by not calculating by using the percentage construction period completion method, but comparing the value of the istisna work in progress and the cash equivalent value of the istisna work in progress. Now let us first complete the value of the completion method of calculating istisna work in progress, which is we take the last year's value plus this year we incur a cost of 100. So without the profit accrual for this year, now the book value of the istisna is 325 before we do the adjustment for this year's profit. Okay. Now let us calculate the cash equivalent value of the istisna in year 3. Alright. So if you remember the formula given in the module, you will see we start with the cash contract price of 300 million. 60%. Then we will have to let us start cost to completion. That from now on, how much must we spend to finish the contract. Here this column is filled up. And here it's quite easy. You see the total new cost is 250, not 160 anymore. So we take 250 and we deduct from that whatever total cost which we have incurred today. And this you must exclude the profit. Okay. So far how much will be completed? This is why I put the column initially. We have actually incurred 220 million riyals of cost up to the end of year 3. Now how do we calculate the profit? Deducting this from the we use the percentage of deducting this from the new estimate of the total cost. What we do is we have cost to completion of 30. This means divide by you see here we have up to the end of third year multiplied by the we have incurred 220 million riyals. Now to do that, what we do is we need to now list down to finish the mall. We need million, which we get from here. It will end up with 250 million the cost. So how much more? So how much more cost do we need to spend on the project? Is 250 minus 220, which is 13. Initial contract price. Now we can get the CEV, which is cash equivalent value, which is basically the contract price minus the cost to completion. So now we get the CEV, which is 270 million. Formulas in this area. Now this is the amount which we compare with now the value of the istisna work in progress, which is equal to just put a formula here. So what is the cost incurred today? Okay, I'm going to put 325 here because divided by what is the total expected cost. So now the difference 160, which is lower. You can see that the CEV cash equivalent value is lower multiplied by the profit than the book value of the work in progress. Okay. So what is the rule now? The rule is that you have to use the lower values because of prudence concept. Okay. 70. We have actually what we have done is taken too much profit earlier. Okay. So we will have to take the lower value. Remember, and the difference is actually is the bank 270, which is so if you go to the cash equivalent value minus 325 is 60.6 multiplied. The difference is minus 55, which is now you see our book value of so work in progress. Istisna work in progress 325 million. That's the bank. But we must now reduce this to the cash equivalent value of 270.
This is actually the balance
So
sheet value
how
of
do we
work in progress.
reduce from
When
325
we accumulate the
to
costs,
270? We have to minus 55. So
which
this
is
one
basically
is
material
actually
labor,
debited to the
and also
profit
we
and
include
loss
the
account on the
accrued
income
profit,
statement.
the percentage of
So
the
the
total
journal
profit which we have
entry
accrued,
is debit
and
profit
then
and
it's credit
loss,
on the balance sheet until
credit
we
is
finish
the
the
work in
project,
progress.
and then we transfer
So
it to
you
the
see,
client.
from last year,
So
if you do
here
the
we are
T
going
account,
to
we have brought
put
down
in the
this
value of this
225.
now, which is
You would have added this
the
100.
accumulated
Now the
cost
balance should be
plus
325.
your
Now when we
profit for the
minus the
year.
55,
This is
how
what
do
is
we do
going to
that? We
appear in the
credit
balance sheet,
the work in
155.
progress
Right?
and debit profit and
So
loss.
if you
That
remember
means
the
the
journal
loss for the
entries, this
current year
could be
is
probably
55. Now we have to change this to cash equivalent value.
this is not done in the
270.
books of the bank.
Why do we change this? Because
so
after you take this
cash debit,
225, you
then
add
we
the
have P,
100, and then you
and,
minus the 55
here
loss
we
for
will
the year.
credit P&L,
You will end up with a
debit,
cash equivalent value which is
the double
270.
So
Now
it
what
will
is the Baraka
this will be
Bank's
done in the
share
books of
as Rabul Mal?
Jeddah
Now remember this is a
joint venture
mudharaba
with the-
contract, yeah?
It will be done
The
in the books
Baraka
of the
Bank
joint
has a
venture,
mudharaba contract with the
which is a separate business
Jeddah
entity.
Constructions. Now
Now,
what we are going to
going
do is
further, let's
we
go
are
to the
going
second
to
year. All right.
remember the
So
mudharaba
second year
contract,
is
the
what is the
Rabul Mal
cost
bears
accumulated
all
cost?
costs. So the
So
whole
we
of the
find
55 million
the accumulated
goes to
cost is
the bank, not to Jeddah Construction.
loss is accumulated cost
Alright?
plus the cost which is
There you
incurred
have
in
it.
year
So
2.
remember this. That's why we
So at
cannot
the
take
end of year
60%
2, we will have
of minus
accumulated
55
cost
now.
of
In
120
Musharaka we could do that,
million.
but
Okay.
well, you can't take
Now, how do
the
you
profit share
calculate the
either.
profit?
If
Again,
you take the capital
same
contribution
formula.
share in the
You take
Musharaka.
the
But
accumulated
here
cost
we have to use
divided by the total cost.
the whole of the
160.
losses will go
That will
to
give you the
the
percentage
bank.
of completion
Let's continue.
multiplied
So far
by
so good.
the estimated profit.
We come
year 2
to
is
year
still not
4.
changed.
Now year 4 we
total
incurred
cost.
another 10 million.
So we get
So the accumulated
this
cost
much.
to year
But
4 is
actually, this is not the
220 plus
correct
another
answer
10.
because we have
That is
already
230
taken
million
70.
Saudi
This is
riyals.
the
Now
profit
what
to
is the
date
profit and loss
from
for
year 1 to year 2.
year 4?
Since
We'll
we
do
already
this
taken
calculation.
70 million riyal in year 1, we will have to minus the
Okay,
figure
so
from
how
the
we are going to do it
total
is
accumulated profit to
we
date,
take
which is
the
105. So what
well,
I'm going to do
there are
here
two
is
ways to do it.
modify the
Okay,
formula
what we could do is actually
to
we
deduct
could take the total
the
work in progress
profit which is
before the
taken
profit.
in year 1.
This
Can you
one
see
will
that?
be
So now we have 35. So
the
using
270 brought down
which
from
is
last year
60% of 35
plus another 10
you will get
incurred in
21.
this year.
Okay.
So now
Now
the total
here
work in
again
progress,
we fill this
this
column,
work in progress is
the
280,
next
including the cost incurred. So before any profit adjustment.
how do you do that?
Now what is the cash equivalent value of the contract?
The
Now the contract in year 4,
progress.
now we have
Plus,
okay.
Okay.
Again, the cash
Cost
equivalent value
incurred, not
is
the accumulated cost, please.
okay.
Cost incurred in
The
the year
contract price, which is
Alright.
300,
plus the
minus
profit which you have accrued.
okay.
That will give
Further
55.
cost to completion. So what is the
Once
further
again,
cost to completion?
To get the
We
value
have
of this
actually
system work in
incurred
progress,
230,
you take the previous
but
year's
we are
figure
going
of
to
the
incur
system work in
250. So
progress,
you take
plus
250
whatever
minus
cost we had this year
230. We need to spend another 20 million
plus
on the
the
contract.
profit.
So further cost to completion
That will
is
give us the value of this system.
20 million.
Do
i.e.
not take accumulated cost,
250
then it will be double counted.
can actually
Right?